Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your man, The. We got a lot of things going on today. We got World Cup action going on. Yep. All right. Yeah, just waiting for everybody to go ahead and get in. All right. Here on the Legendary Sports Show. Good morning, everybody. We got an awesome edition that we're going to be going over today. We're going to cover all of the MLB matchups. We're going to go ahead and also cover World Cup. There are 3 World Cup games today. So let's go ahead and talk about those matchups. That should be exciting. Um, who do you guys got for today? Go ahead and drop it in the chat below. Who do you think is going to win? All right, cool. All right, just checking my audio real quick, making sure everything's good. You guys can hear me. All right. Yep, we're good. All right, cool. Sorry about that. Just had to do a quick sound check, make sure everything's good to go. But yeah, man, we're here. It's Monday. Let's get paid. We had some MLB action yesterday. Didn't really work out the way we thought it was going to work out, but hey, that's how it goes, man. Sometimes you hit them hard, sometimes you don't. So, hey, we're going to make it happen. All right. So, first up, we got World Cup. Now, we've got 3 different matchups. We've got Brazil, we got um, Germany, and then we got Morocco and Netherlands. So, that Brazil versus Japan matchup, you already know. It's going to get crazy. Um, lots of goals are going to get scored. So, who do you think is going to score them? I don't know. Drop it in the chat. What you got? Yeah, it very well possibly could be Vinny Jr. In fact, that's why I put Vinny Jr. to get a goal for this one. I feel like it's going to go over 2 goals easy. So we're going to put Japan and Brazil over 1.5 goals total. Vinny Jr. to get a goal and Mateus Cunha to get a goal. All right, or assist. Now the thing about Cunha is he's gotten assists in previous games, and Vinny's gotten goals in all the other games that he's played. So that's something we're gonna go ahead and think about doing right there. Moving on, we got Paraguay versus Germany. Now this one right here, I feel is gonna be over 1.5 goals. It's a safe bet. You got Jamal Musiala for a goal, or you got Kai Havertz for a goal. Um, I don't know. I put something up together. Again, the way it works here on this show, we just talk about low hanging fruit, these opportunities that the books are giving us where we see value. Now, you'll notice that the majority of the props and parlays that I'm going to put together today are not anything unheard of. They're not something that you wouldn't think of is unfathomable. And that's the way it goes. When you look at Vegas, they're not here to give you money, they're here to take your money. So you need to be strategic in where you place your money and who you put your money on. Give me 1 second. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump back into this one. So we've got goal scorers for both uh, teams, and then we got Morocco versus Netherlands at 9 o'clock. Now for this one, I think it's going to probably be either a tie or a draw. We do have Cody Gakpo for a goal or an assist. Now put that together, it looks it's spicy, on the degrees of spiciness. I'd say it's a little spicy. So everything we just talked about right there, this seven legger is what we got going on for for the soccer bets. Now I know what y'all are thinking. Hey man, did you reach out to your man Julio? No, I did not reach out to my man Julio. Um, Usually he reaches out to me, but unfortunately he didn't get to me in time, and I didn't have anything up here for him. So if he reaches out to me, then I'll make sure I add it in the comments or something. But yeah, man, that's what we got for the soccer. Again, in the chat, go ahead and tell me who do you think is gonna win. Who do you who do you have? All right, cool. All right, thanks. All right, moving on. We got baseball. I know that's what y'all are here for. MLB action, baby. Yep. All right. So we've been lights out with the baseball recently. It's been going pretty well for us. Um, that's the section that we're on right now. So let's go ahead and start this thing off. Now I'm gonna run down every single one of these games. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got like 12, 13 games in here that we're gonna go ahead and run down. And yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Here we go. First up, we got White Sox versus Baltimore. We got Berkeley for 4 to 5 Ks. We got Bass for 4 Ks. Pittsburgh versus Philly. We got Ashcroft for anywhere between 3 to 4 Ks, and Nola for 3 to 4 Ks. We got Detroit versus New York Yankees. We got Miz for 4 to 5 Ks. We got Weathers for 4 Ks. Mets versus Blue Jays. We got Manea for 4 Ks, and Message for Ye Savage for 4 to 5 Ks. Washington, Baltimore. I'm fading Nicholas. The thing about Nicholas is he's anywhere between like a 3 to 4K kind of guy, but he goes deep into the game and he doesn't get you the outs via strikeout. He gets you the outs via pop outs. He'll get you out via grounders. So if they have him for like maybe 4Ks, I'd probably take him for the under on that. Or if they have a prop for him to pitch deep into the game, probably to the fourth or fifth inning, I'd probably look at that as well. He gets a lot of usage. He gets a lot of time on the mound. It's just he doesn't get you the strikeouts. Not the volume that you would like compared to some of these other guys that we're going to talk about today. All right, so just keep that in mind. That's why I'm fading them. Moving on, we got Messick for 4 to 5 Ks in that Cleveland Texas Rangers matchup. Moving on is the Twins versus the Brewers. We got Lodolo for 3 to 4 Ks and Gasser for 4 to 5 Ks. Now this is a double lefty matchup here. They just they get their strikeouts. They get pretty good matchups, and the GMs are cognizant of this. They know who to put against left-handed pitchers. But again, yeah, I do that. We got next up San Diego versus the Cubbies. We got Imanga for 3 to 4 Ks. Minnesota versus Houston. I got Lambert for 4 Ks. Matthews for 4 Ks. Miami. I got Sandy for 4 Ks. He burned us. He burned us last week. We had him for 5 Ks, and he's normally getting 6 and 7. He was the one who killed that money parlay. But you know what? Hey, we're riding with it, and we learned. We're gonna put him for 4 this time. Then we got Lauer for anywhere between 3 to 4 Ks. Jump for 4 to 5 Ks, and then for the Angels versus the Mariners, we got Kirby for 4 to 5 Ks. If you want to get real spicy with it, I'd go ahead and put Kirby for maybe the 8Ks. Sprinkle some little money on that. See how that looks. And then we got the Giants. We got Male versus Rodriguez in the D-backs. We got Male for 4 to 5 Ks and Rodriguez anywhere between 4 to 5 Ks. Now, when it comes to hits, I did have a couple people here for hits. Some of these guys are due. You know how I feel about some of these guys being due. Like, hey, if they're consistent hitters and they have a pattern where they have like 2 hits or 2 games of no hits and then hits, that's what we're going to talk about. So we did all the strikeouts already. We're going to go ahead and jump into the hits right now. We got Midroth in that White Sox game for a hit. We got Vargas for a hit. We got Kyle Schwarber for a hit versus the Pirates versus Philly. Ozuna and Reynolds also for a hit in that same game. Detroit versus Yankees, we got Chisholm and Goldschmidt. They're both due for hits, so I'd probably keep that as an outlier. Maybe sprinkle a little bit of money on that. But yeah, I got them for hits there. We got Springer. He's solid for a hit. I put him in the lock with Midriff and Vargas, for sure. Bo Bichette, he's been on a tear. He's good for a hit. Now William Contreras, he's one that's due. Um, so we'll put a star next to him. I got 2 different props, or one that's where they're due and one that's where they're pretty much locks. So we're gonna do that. We got Jay Chorino for a hit versus the Brewers versus Cincinnati, and then we got Fernando Tatis Jr. for a hit, PCR for a hit. Later on in the Miami matchup, round 7, we got Lopez, Edwards, and Stowers for hits, and Randy Rosarena for hits when we're talking about Seattle. And then Arraez and Schmidt for hits in that San Francisco Arizona game. So I'd probably just split it up 2 and 2 or 1 and 1. You know, ones that are locks. Those locks are going to look like Arraez, Schmidt, Arozarena, Lopez, Edwards, Stowers, Tatis, Chorizo. I'm sorry, Churio. Chorizo. Reynolds, Ozuna, Schwarber, and then Vargas, Meredith. Well, that's a lot of locks. Anyways, that's what we got, man. If you've been making money like we've been making money, make sure you go ahead and put that in the comments. Let us know what you got going on for today. Make sure you check out the merch store, Legendary Merch Shack. It's on Etsy. We got all the fire shirts. We got Justin Gaethje shirt, ready just in time for 4th of July. We got a nice FIFA shirt, World Cup 2026. It's on sale right now. Limited edition. You know, once World Cup is done, it's done. So make sure you grab one of those. Yeah. Again, if you like what you heard, that's awesome. Take what you like, toss what you don't. If some of the props that we gave you are something you want to add into your lineup, go ahead, man. If that was what you need for validation. All right. Till next time, Legend out.